Welcome back, everybody. So today I've got something I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm releasing this video out of cycle. If you don't know, or if you haven't been paying attention to when I release videos, I usually do one every 4 days. And I'm gonna release this one in between a couple of those because I think it's kind of important and it's something that's been bothering me. Last night I was scrolling through Instagram, looking at stuff, liking stuff, and I saw this picture. And I'm sure you guys have seen the same picture a few times on social media, Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And I saw it, and I saw the context in which it was displayed, which I've cropped all of that out so I don't, upset anybody or attach anybody else's name to my video. But I've seen this a couple of times on Facebook or on Instagram, sorry. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it and what I think about it overall. And if you think you know where this is going, stick around because you might be surprised at what I have to say. I actually wrote notes on this, so I have some talking points I want to make sure I cover. I'm going to cover this in kind of a tripod kind of way, 3 different main points. The first one being, what do I like about this picture? And there are things I do like about the picture. What do I dislike about the picture? And then what are my overall thoughts on the whole kit and caboodle? So let's go ahead and just dive right into what do I like. I like the fact that she's carrying. I mean, so what if it appears to be a Walther P22? So what? It's a 22. Are there better choices out there for carry? Absolutely. I do not personally recommend 22 as a cartridge. We'll get more into that later on, but she's still carrying. It's better than nothing. I'd rather have a 22 than no gun at all. So I like the fact that she's carrying. I also like the fact that she's open carrying. I'm a big fan of and proponent of open carry. I've done a lot of concealed carry. I've done a lot of open carry. And if you've never open carried before, think about it like this. You can say what you want. Oh, these people are crazy or making us look bad or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You remember the first time that you conceal carried? You just got your license, you got a gun, you got probably some crappy inside the waistband Uncle Mike's holster, and you were carrying, Walmart, grocery store, whatever. For me, it was Walmart my first time. Remember that fear and that paranoia that you had? Everybody that looked in your general direction was like, oh my God, they know I have a gun. They know I have a gun. Oh my God, they know I have a gun. Later on, you realize that's not actually the case and you get a lot more comfortable with it and it just kind of becomes old hat. But when you first start concealed carrying, that paranoia and that kind of awkward, weird feeling is there. And I can tell you from personal experience, the first time you open carry, even if you've concealed carried a good bit, that fear, 10 times worse. That feeling in the pit of your stomach of, oh, everybody knows I have a gun and something's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna make a scene. Somebody's gonna ask me to leave. I'm gonna get yelled at or what. If you've never open carried before, it's worse. I promise you. Again, until you get used to it and you realize it's actually not that big a deal where it's legal. That feeling. So good on her. That takes some balls. Going out open carrying takes some serious balls, and I'm impressed. The third thing I like about this picture is that she's using a retention holster for that pistol. There's a strap going across the pistol, keeping it in the holster. And for open carry, I think that's really important. Some method of keeping the pistol in the holster that you have to actually deactivate something in order to get the gun out. That could be helpful if somebody does try to go for your gun. Obviously, training is going to be very important with that kind of thing too. But I think a retention holster is a damn good choice for open carry. So I like that about this picture. Now let's get into what I don't like about the picture. For one, that's not really a secure way of carrying. I mean, sure, yeah, she's got the retention holster, but it's clearly a paddle holster on the waistband of yoga pants. No belt, no nothing. I mean, it's pulling her pants down. That's pretty obvious that even if somebody came up and grabbed it, they may not get it out of the holster immediately, but they get the gun. I mean, they could just grab the holster and everything, and now you don't have control of your gun and somebody else does. So I don't like that. That's not exactly safe. I also don't like the fact that it's a 22. Now, I kind of alluded to this earlier. 22 is not the best defensive round at all. Yep, sure, millions of people or not millions, that's an exaggeration. A lot of people get killed by 22 people using 22s every year, but it's still not the best choice. I mean, if you've ever gone out to the range with a 22 Plinken, you know they're not the most reliable things in the world, and there are things out there that have a lot more wounding capability. So for a defensive gun, I don't recommend it. Those are the big things I don't like about the picture. Now, my third point, what do I think overall about this situation? And this is where my answers may surprise you. First, why make fun of this lady? Every time I've seen this picture posted on social media, people have been making fun of this lady, whether it's the person that posted it or people down in the comments, and I don't understand it. It bothers me. You know, she may not know any better. She probably doesn't have anybody to actually seriously teach her and train her in her life. She may not have the time or the money or just the ability in her area to go take a training class that's actually going to go through the ropes of, this is why a good belt is important. This is why a good holster is important. This is why maybe 22 isn't the best choice. You know, things like that, just to talk about all these different things and help teach her and bring her along. I've said it before, we all start from zero. Everybody starts knowing zero about guns, period. And rather than make fun of her, why don't we educate? Why don't we, I don't know who the lady is. I'm sure most of the people posting this picture don't know her personally either, but why don't we have a conversation about why this could be done better, or why this could be dangerous, or what the quote unquote lessons are to learn from this, instead of just making fun of this lady. I mean, we've all made mistakes. I've made carry mistakes. I'm sure everybody else out there that carries has too. So rather than pick on somebody for them, not doing the same thing we do, or not being as good at carrying as us and making these mistakes, why not try to educate them and uplift them? I mean, we are so good at finding things related to guns. We as a community are so good at finding these things and then just going in and picking on these people and giving them unholy hell for it. And I don't understand that. I mean, if you're a gun owner, you know what's going on in the world today, especially with, Virginia and just all this crap, this unconstitutional junk of people who are on the other side of the fence from us trying to take away our rights. So why would we then in turn on somebody in our community and attack them instead of trying to make them better and trying to help them get better? That's what I'd like to see more of, is us having those conversations with people and trying to educate, trying to uplift, trying to improve our community as a whole, at the individual level and at the community level. That's something that really bothers me. And I'll admit, I don't know for sure, I didn't go back there and look, but I probably ended up liking the picture as I was going through Instagram that somebody else had posted, because like I said, I've seen it more than once. But I was going through last night and I saw the picture and I saw the context it was posted in, and I saw the things people were saying about it, and it struck a nerve with me and it bothered me. Why would we want to make this lady feel inferior? Why would we want to make her feel like, oh, well, maybe I just shouldn't carry a gun at all because clearly, this community doesn't want me to carry a gun and I suck at it, and that's the wrong answer, guys. That is the wrong way to handle something like this. And it really bothers me. So the next time you guys see that picture on social media, if you agree with what I said here, please post a comment and just say, hey, this isn't cool. We should be trying to uplift these people. We should be trying to educate these people and help them improve and let them know that, making mistakes is part of it, but we want you to do better and we want to help you do better, rather than just picking on somebody, and being bullies. That's not okay. So I don't know. That's what I think, guys. If you have a different opinion on this, or if you want to just talk about it and talk about why this kind of thing is so important to me, post a comment down below or shoot me an email. My email address is in the description of the video, as is my Instagram and Mrs. Country's Instagram. So you can send me a DM over there. We can talk about it. Whatever you want, guys. I am more than willing to talk about this, because this kind of struck a nerve with me and it bothered me a lot, if you can't tell. So that's really all I have for today's video, guys. I do appreciate you watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Y'all take it easy, roll tide, and I'll see you later.